Hey everybody, welcome to Cognitive Distortion. This is something I'm going to talk to you about and share with you, not only because I'm a metalhead and I enjoy my distortion. No. Cognitive distortion was something I was guilty about doing all the time, and I didn't realize it. But in cognitive distortion therapy, CDT, I learned what cognitive distortion is, and that I was doing it, and how it was affecting me. See, cognitive distortion, you got your brain function, distortion, you got a distorted view. That's the way I was viewing the world, basically, is really distorted. My looking glass, my lens that I was looking through was just always negative. It was just negative outlook on life. Even when things were positive, when things were good and I had something to look forward to, I could find the negativity in it just because it's what I was familiar with. I just didn't feel like I deserved to be happy or have success. Even when the success was there, I didn't want to actually observe it or be able to embrace it. I just wanted to make myself out to be a failure. But again, it was that familiarity. I didn't have a good opinion of myself. I had insecurities. I had general depression. So it's easy for me to stay there. I just felt like I should have a bad opinion of myself always. It was just where I felt like I belonged. It was hard to recognize that I was doing this to myself. Hard to recognize that there's good, positive things I'm just not seeing and taking in. Like, for instance, people are like, hey, Mark, good job. You got an A on that test yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I got an A, but I've been doing this for a long time. I should have got an A+. Really, dude? You're complaining that you got an A and you say you should have gotten an A+? Really? That's just defeating all of the good. It's just dismissing anything positive and just trying to hold on to negative. Well, what's the point of that? You got that A and embrace it? Because if you're going to beat yourself up, if you're going to be just like, man, I did terrible, I should have gotten an A+, yada, yada, you're going to have a negative opinion. It's going to manifest in you negatively. You're going to be hopeless. You're going to be more self-destructive, and you're just going to be disappointed. Next time you're going to get a B+. It's going to affect you to the point where it can actually even make things worse for you, where you do actually, the bar will go down farther. When you have a bad, distorted view and you're not happy about the results, you're going to think, what's the point in trying? Last time I didn't do good, I should have done better. And you're going to fall down. The bar's going to bring you down even farther every time. Everybody bring awareness to that. Stop being so distorted and looking at it in a negative way. Try to be like, damn right I got that A, fuck yeah. Don't be like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Those are three distinct things of cognitive distortion. Should have, could have, would have. When you're thinking about the past and thinking about what you should have done differently, what you could have done differently, and what would have happened if you would have done it that way. That's you beating yourself up and distorting the view. But what you do is just bring your awareness to it. Like, okay, I got an A because this question I messed up. I should have known that and shouldn't have guessed myself. Don't think about what you should have done differently. Give yourself that compassion. Bring it into yourself and be like, hey, look, man, you might not have studied. You got that one question wrong. It's something you're usually good at. Who cares? You still got an A. Don't give yourself crap for not having that A+, because you really don't need that negative distress on your mind for absolutely no reason when you did a damn good job. Another good example of cognitive distortion, some of you know I'm an entertainer. I enjoy going out there to entertain people. Not long ago, I was doing some stand-up comedy. I did some stand-up comedy. The patrons enjoyed it. I got a good applause. After leaving the stage, somebody came up to me and said, Mark, that was awesome. They're like, you're hilarious, you killed it. I thought the funniest part was the first thing you said, your introduction. And that's when, bam, that line, that's all I heard him say. All I heard him say was, your introduction was the best part. Him saying the introduction was the best part made me think the rest of the entire performance was complete crap. See, he wasn't saying that. But that's what I was taking out of it. I was taking the negative out of it. Even though he was saying something positive, that what he enjoyed, I was taking out what he wasn't enjoying. The focus wasn't what he did enjoy, the fact that he didn't say he enjoyed everything else. That's what I mean people do. I really expect people to tell me every single thing that they enjoy about my performance. No, I should really take it as a compliment. It's like, really, he enjoyed the performance as a whole. He said I was hilarious and killed it. And he followed up by saying my introduction was the best part. That's what he meant. He meant the best part was the introduction. He thought it was the thing he enjoyed the most, but it doesn't mean that he didn't enjoy the rest of the performance. And everyone, that's why When I realized that I was actually taking the negative out of that, when I realized what I was observing, that was so bad for me. It was affecting my mental health where, again, it was just like, what's the point? I'm not even going to go do my stand-up comedy. If people aren't liking it, why? And I was going to give up on it and stop the things I enjoy. When I enjoy it and other people were enjoying it, I was just finding a way for it to be negative because that's where I felt like I belonged. I felt like that's just my opinion of myself and who I am. I stayed in that familiarity. I felt like I'm not good at what I do. People don't like me. So that's just the way that I interpret things that people say. I was able to find the negative. But the key word there is I used to. Not anymore, everybody. Cognitive distortion therapy. I became aware of it. I became aware of the fact that I was seeing the negative only and not being able to just observe and embrace the good out of my life. And I've been able to live a lot happier and better. When I'm actually observing those goals and observing the good things that I'm doing, I'm setting more goals, being proud of it. I'm trying harder and achieving more and achieving higher. I'm getting better when I'm recognizing the good that I'm doing and embracing it. You can do the same thing, everyone. Cognitive distortion is a real thing that affects us. Don't distort your view of yourself. Don't look through that negative lens. Don't see just black and white, good and negative. Just be able to see in the middle. Meet in the balance and find yourself in the middle in that gray. Like, okay, I did this wrong, but I can meet in the middle and do this right. Cognitive distortion, people, it can affect you. So tune down your distortion. No, but just keep rocking out, people. Enjoy life and do the things that you enjoy. Self-love and self-care. Don't let your cognitive distortion overwhelm you. Embrace the beautiful, everyone. Accept the good that you're doing. If I can do it, you can do it, everybody. And until next time, observe the good, make good choices, everybody. Keep it sexy. I'll catch you on the flip side.